The airline we are talking about today serves as the largest airline in the world. They travel to over 350 destinations. They are one of the founding members of the One World Alliance. And lastly, they celebrated a birthday this year in 2026. Happy 100th birthday to American Airlines. If you knew all of that about American Airlines, you're at a significant advantage. All right, jokes aside, today is going to serve as the part two of my Back to Basics series, where I show you a website in detail to assist you as you look to use this in your own life, but also maybe teach you something you weren't aware of with the American Airlines website. In part one, I did a similar video where I talked about Delta Airlines and how to use that website to your advantage. No pun intended on that one. But today, in part two, very similar to part one, I highly recommend watching this video when you have time to be near a computer, a laptop, or another device, a tablet, so that way you can click alongside me as we deep dive into the American Airlines website. Please drop your questions down below as we go throughout the video today. Do not be shy. And if I've forgotten any tips or any tricks, make sure we drop those down below. We are a community and let's strengthen and level up together. But first, before we get started, let's get introduced.
A credit card, points and miles enthusiast and travel lover. On my channel, I discuss the mistakes I've made, my future travel goals, and overall credit journey since 2016. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already.
Now that we've been introduced and before we begin walking through the tutorial, I want to just make sure we're on the same page. American Airlines is the largest airline in the world, and their frequent flyer program is called the American Airlines Advantage Program. Now, like all airline carriers, it is free to create a frequent flyer account, even if you've never flown American Airlines. It's worth taking the 5 minutes or so to do so right now before we get into the tutorial. This video is going to have two different segments, but please be sure to use the timestamps down below, where first we'll talk about how to earn American Airlines AAdvantage miles. And then second, we'll get into the tutorial on americanairlines.com or AA.com for short. Citibank is the sole financial institution that is able to have co-branded cards with American Airlines as of 2026. As a result of this, they have 4 personal credit cards and 1 business credit card, bringing a total of 5 ways to earn American Airlines miles directly through co-branded credit cards. Starting off at the bottom, I'll start with the $0 annual fee American Airlines Mile Up credit card, $0 fee to hold. Coming back up, the other 3 personal credit cards are the Citi AAdvantage Platinum Select World Elite MasterCard. That is $99 in year 2 and beyond, $0 in the first year to hold. The Globe MasterCard coming in at a $350 annual fee. Lastly, on the personal side of things, the Executive World Elite MasterCard coming in at $595. The sole card on the business side is called the Business World Elite MasterCard. Similar to on the personal side, the only difference is the sign-up bonus, the amount of spend you have to do, but same rules apply as it's a $99 annual fee in year 2 and beyond. You can also earn American Airlines miles indirectly through a transferable currency called the Citi Thank You Rewards Program. There are 3 cards that allow you to have a 1-to-1 transfer ratio, meaning 1 Citi Thank You point becomes 1 American Airlines miles. Those 3 cards are the Citi Strata Premier, the Citi Strata Elite, and the discontinued Citi Prestige credit cards. These again allow you to move your transferable currency points that are called Citi Thank You points over to American Airlines. The last way to indirectly earn American Airlines miles is with the Marriott Bonvoy program, where you can transfer your Marriott Bonvoy points at a 3-to-1 ratio in order to get American Airlines miles. Now, without credit cards or hotel programs, you are also able to earn American Airlines miles through things like Rocket Miles. And also, the American Airlines has a shopping portal and a dining portal as well. Okay, so I've just gone to the AA.com website and I've logged into my Advantage account. On the homepage, you'll notice that there's a direct area for you to book flights, manage your existing trips, check in for flights, and flight status. I personally do not use airline websites to check flight status or let them notify me of any delays or potential delays they may be experiencing. Instead, I use an app called Flighty for all of my updates, including things like managing my trips and getting flight status more real time. I'll drop my referral link for Flighty down below, but it's something I've used for at least 2 years now, and I always get updates from Flighty well in advance of an airline notifying me of a delay on their side. Now, today isn't about Flighty. Today is about American Airlines. So we're going to walk through this website, and there's one thing that I want to say is, number one, you should have frequent flyer accounts with all of the major airlines in the United States, including American, Delta, United, just to name a few. There's absolutely no cost to set up the account, but it makes when you go to search on these websites a lot easier and simpler. Now, I currently do not hold any status with American Airlines, so you're not going to see anything fancy or anything that you're not able to do on your side of things as well. The first thing that I like to do when I am on this website is I will always search for things one way. You'll notice that it defaults to your home airport, and if not, you can just type that in. I live in Rhode Island, so my airport is Papa Victor Delta, Providence, Rhode Island. And for this first one, I'll go ahead and select Redeem Miles. This is how you'll be able to view award flights on American Airlines. So meaning you want to use your American Airlines miles to book a flight. Now, I'm going to just say we want to go to Philadelphia, and I'll book this for a couple weeks out here. I'm going to go ahead and search. And as this loads up, this is going to pull up a couple of things. Number one, at the top that I really love is that you'll be able to see the next 5 days or so of the flight that you're looking for to see if you're getting a good deal. And then number two is the calendar as well. I like to pull up this calendar, especially if my dates are flexible, such that I'm able to see, how many points this does cost if I did maybe want to travel a different date or just had a range of dates in mind. Now, because I know Providence to Philadelphia is a nonstop option, I'm also going to come up to the top of this calendar view and select nonstop only. I don't want to make a stop on a flight that's about an hour, 30 minutes when I don't have to. So coming through this calendar, I can see that the date I originally selected, the lowest possible nonstop is 18,000 American Airlines miles per person and $5.60. But if I'm a bit more flexible, I can get this down to 13,000. Let's check out the month of July. And if I wanted to go to Philadelphia on the 4th of July, I could save almost 10,000 American Airlines miles just by shifting my dates out by one whole week. So this is a really powerful tool where you'll be able to see, are you getting the most bang for your buck on your points, right? No need to waste your miles for no reason, especially when you have flexibility or you may be traveling with a large group. It may be optimal to save those miles and book on a different day. Okay, now that we've determined how to use the pricing calendar, the next thing that I want to show, I'm actually going to select one of these flights and I'll meet you at the checkout in a moment. After what feels like 1,000 clicks later, you finally make it to the shopping cart. Now, I'm going to go ahead and not protect this trip. And this is not why I wanted to come to the shopping cart. Instead, why I wanted to do this is to show you that when you use the American Airlines website, you are actually able to really decide if you want to actually take this flight, meaning you can put this flight on hold without putting down a credit card or anything like that. So if you think the price is going to go up, let's say from 18,000 miles to, I think I saw something in the calendar like 33,000 miles for the same exact flight, you can put it on hold for 24 hours and decide if you are going to take it or not. I really like this, and this is unique to American Airlines with this free of charge hold. I'll go ahead and drop this link down below just so you can take a little bit more information on how to use this and also the next steps. But ultimately, they would send you an email that will put your trip on hold and freeze the 18,000 points or whatever the amount of money, if you're paying in cash, is. And then as long as you come back and pay for the flight within 24 hours, you're good to go. If you do nothing, all right, it's automatically going to cancel your trip. But I'll go ahead and drop this link down below. Let me know if you knew that you could put American Airlines flights on hold for 24 hours with no penalty and no credit card. All right, let's go back to the homepage. And to do so, I'm going to click on the 100 logo here, or sometimes, well, next year, if you're watching this in 2027, it will be the American Airlines logo here. Now that we are back to the American Airlines homepage, the same rules apply whether or not we are booking with miles or we are booking with cash. The only difference is that we'd want to deselect or select whether or not we're wanting to use miles or points from this home screen. Now, I'm not going to walk you through some of these other things like booking hotels, cars, cruises, etc. I'll let you play around and determine if that's for you. Instead, what I want to do is come to the top of the screen and select Plan Travel. Now, with this, what I want to showcase is under today's flight deals, that there are some unique tools that you can use with American Airlines. Now, of course, if you know where you're trying to go to and a destination specifically, you can go ahead and put that information in this search bar, and it will populate with things like, do you want to book with cash or miles? Which class of fare do you want to book in? First, business, premium economy, if you're going overseas or not. But down below, even a little bit lower here, is where you can set, if you're not really sure where you want to go, you can just say, put in your home airport. You can put in a maximum budget. And then what this will do is start scanning to see where locations and what destinations fit your criteria here. This is a pretty impactful tool that I haven't used personally, but I know a lot of folks do find value in. And as I even continue to scroll down even more, there will be some curated items for using your American Airlines miles as well. So I'm going to switch this because it is defaulting to Dallas on mine, but I'm going to switch this to Boston and really just wanting to show you Boston, Miami comes up quite a bit, Dallas, etc. But of course, you can curate these experiences to see whatever you need to see. These are showing as round trip. So about 12,500 miles to go from Boston to Miami. I don't know if I'm willing to pay that, but they're saying that it is a popular flight deal. Don't let them trick you. Use things like Points Path. Use things like Fly with Autopilot and SkyKey to make sure that you are getting the most bang for your points. And I do have other videos on my channel that I will link above to walk through those. While we are on the today's travel deals, I am just going to continue scrolling down on this page to just show that you can select things if you're looking for a specific location or type of getaway. You can select these different tiles at the top and it'll showcase what the different deals or specials that they have going on are. One of my favorite things about the American Airlines website is the ability to use this fare finder. Now, I'm going to again type in Boston, but from here, you are able to select If you have dates in mind or not, if you're really flexible, you're able to select the type of class you're looking to sit in, economy or business or first, etc. And then if you're set on something specific, you can even select an interest as well. I've selected ancient ruins as my selection, but things like cruise ports, family friendly, food and drink, golf, or really anything that you may be interested in, something more outdoors or adventurous, skiing and snowboarding, etc. Now, this will automatically curate some dates with round trip flight information for you to view. And I'm viewing this in cash, but you can also do the same thing with your American Airlines miles. It will show you how many American Airlines miles it will take utilizing this fare finder. But I find this incredibly beneficial because everything is on my bucket list. So pretty cool stuff. Let me know, have you used the fare finder or is this something that's brand new to you? And of course, I will drop a link directly to the fare finder. So once you log in, you'll be able to use that as well. Last thing on this page is just surfacing at the beginning. I told you, American Airlines flies to over 350 destinations, which is so cool. What a broad map that they're able to have and coverage they're able to have. This will just showcase those locations. I'm not sure if this is fully inclusive, but as you maybe look to want to explore a specific region or continent, this is somewhere I would come to and just see, does American Airlines fly here or not? Or even if American Airlines does not fly here, they are part of an alliance called One World. So you may be able to use your American Airlines miles or money to fly on a different airline to get you to where you're trying to go. That's not a part of the Back to Basics video series yet, but we will be talking about airline alliances and different things like that at some point. Let me know down below which airline should we cover next in part 3? And do we like this Back to Basics series where we go a little bit slower pace, where I'm sharing my screen, sharing information about different airlines and helpful tools and tricks websites as well? Thank you so much for your time, and bye for now.